The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, represented, the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Senate, the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Minister Masasa of Gabon and other ministers from outside Nigeria that are here, honorable ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, honorable ministers of state, federal permanent secretaries, chief executives of national and foreign oil companies, especially the chairman of the OPTS, delegates, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me just start by saying that, speaking in human terms, NIBS was lucky last year. It was lucky the oil and gas industry, speaking in human terms, has been physically challenged because we couldn't hold any physical event for a long time. But today we are happy that at least some of us are here physically. You are all welcome. On behalf of the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources and its parastatals, I warmly welcome you to the 4th edition of the Nigeria International Petroleum Summit. When this summit was conceived by this administration in 2016, there was no pretense about the objective. It was conceived to be the preeminent oil and gas industry event. 3 editions down the line, and now the 4th one, I can boldly say that Nigeria International Petroleum Summit has truly attained its objective. The credit for this goes to Mr. President, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, for his leadership, steadfastness, and unalloyed support towards ensuring that the country's oil and gas industry, which lays the golden egg, is on sound footing. Thank you, Mr. President. This year's NIBS comes on the eve of the award of new marginal field licenses after several failed attempts over the past 20 years. I am personally delighted. This is because getting this new set of marginal fields off the ground is definitely a stepping stone towards achieving the country's aspiration, meeting the target of 4 million barrels per day crude oil production and 40 billion barrels of proven reserves. I have no doubt that the country is now on the right path to achieve that dream. This year's theme is From Crisis to Opportunities, New Approaches to the Future of Hydrocarbons. It is true that the industry has been overwhelmed by unprecedented crisis as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is also true that the crisis heralded volatile challenges, uncertainties, low oil prices, and financial impacts that led to downsizing and bankruptcy in some instances. But I want to focus on the brighter side. That is why, for me, the meat of this year's theme is the new approaches to the future of hydrocarbons. The scenarios being projected by some experts is that energy transition and winning the world of fossil fuel will make the world a better place. I believe so too, but I do not see that happening overnight. Hydrocarbons have provided the majority of the world's energy for centuries, and that fact is not going to change all of a sudden. I am yet to see that disruptive technology that has great flexibility, affordability, and applicability to replace oil and gas immediately. However, Nigeria is on track in moving its economy to cleaner energy sources in the area of renewables. Gas currently serving as the bridge to achieving that. Ladies and gentlemen, with increasing oil price volatility and increased pressure for cost reduction, our industry needs to reinvent itself so that we can fully utilize the dividends to set the country on the path to industrialization and prosperity. That is why this summit is focusing on new approaches. For me, the new approach is collaboration. That is the paradigm shift I want to focus on at this summit. I know that collaboration has been a buzzword in the oil and gas industry for years, but the industry has equally paid lip service to it. With the new set of marginal field licenses on the scene, there is no better time to shift the mindset but now. I say this because at this time of unprecedented crisis occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic, there is no better strategy to achieve success for these new marginal fields, especially for the cluster of contiguous fields. I understand the increased competition, low levels of trust are all barriers to collaboration. But at the same time, there is no better way to deal with the increased risk and global market instability we face at this time than joint efforts to achieve our set goals. The industry needs to overcome the strategy of working in silos and embrace collaboration and knowledge sharing. We need to fully entrench that culture of collaboration by working together, sharing knowledge and expertise, pooling talent and resources among teams, industry peers, and MDAs at all levels. That is a sure way the industry can decrease waste, improve efficiency, and lower its break-even costs for the industry's survival and chart its eventual return to sustainable profitability. Therefore, as industry leaders, the time to embrace the culture of collaboration is now. At the global level, Nigeria has been playing prominent oil market. In this regard, it is worth noting that Nigeria will be celebrating, just like the Secretary General of OPEC just told us, will be celebrating 50 years of membership of OPEC in June. Organization. These 5 decades of relationship with the OPEC has been beneficial to the country, as well as to all stakeholders in the oil industry. And it is a thing of pride that Nigeria has been able to contribute its quota to the sustenance and survival of the oil industry. I cannot end this short speech without thanking of the oil industry. I cannot end this short speech without thanking my team from the Ministry of Petroleum Resources and the departments and agencies within the ministry who are joint hosts of this summit. A special mention goes to the Brevity Anderson Consortium for their professionalism, diligence, and marked excellence in putting together this world-class industry event again. To all the delegates and exhibitors, I expect a free flow of information and frank exchanges and the state of our industry. Once again, I welcome you all to NIPS 2021 and wish all of us fruitful deliberations and exhibitions. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Chief Timipre Silva, Honorable Minister of State Petroleum Resources. From that, his ministerial address.